What's up, guys? I'm Lewis from Bitter Blade Co. And today we're going to be casting some of these brass shavings in resin. Check it out. Alright, so a quick backstory to this. After Chris Zeppieri over at Make Everything Shop milled out his brass jaws for his new vice restoration, he had saved all these chips. And they're not like normal brass chips, they're long needles. So he gave these to me, so I'm going to make them something cool. I'm going to make them a nice blank. So we're going to see how this works. Alright, so for this video, since I'm going to be doing resin pouring, I'm going to be doing a different kind of video, so it's not going to be fast-paced. I'm probably going to do it slow and have me talking, but I'm going to keep it short and to the point. So, I have aluminite, side A and side B. The trick with this is really liquidy, so if you want whatever you want to put in it to stay suspended, you need to let it sit for like few minutes, and I think the pot life on this is 12 minutes, so you have to get the timing right so you don't get it too solid. When you put it in the resin chamber, the bubbles can come out. I've been burned with this many times, but if you get the timing right, you won't utterly waste $30 worth of resin. Alright, so I got my equal amounts, 1-to-1 ratio by weight. Now I'm ready to start mixing. So, if I'm going to be honest with you about this resin, I'm using aluminite. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's not the worst, but there's definitely some flaws with it that kind of suck. I use two resins. I use aluminite and I use something called East Coast resins. The problem with aluminite is that it's really thin. So you can't get a good swirl or have things suspended in it, and it expires in 3 months. So if you're like me and you're not high production, when you buy like 16 pounds of it, it goes bad very fast. So that's kind of annoying. So it's kind of thin, but on the one hand, I like how fast it dries in the pot. I just don't like how fast it dries with pot life, if that makes any sense. You don't have a lot of time to work with it, but it does only take like an hour to dry. That East Coast resin stuff takes like 12 hours to dry, which is annoying because I only have a certain amount of molds. So if I have a big order I have to fill, or I have a lot of things to make, it becomes very cumbersome. Alright, starting to get a little bit warm. I'm going to add the shavings. Ooh, they're heavy. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. Quickly.
Now.
Ooh.
And we're fast. And of course,
A good resin project wouldn't be fit without a very dangerous pressure pot.
wait for good measure.
And you want to go to about 60 psi. That's what I go to. Alright, so from the looks of this, it looks as though the brass sank. So next time, I'm going to add more brass and maybe less resin. Alright, so the resin, I don't think it was too thin. I just think that the brass sank and it condensed in there. So I'm going to try again, but probably double the amount of brass. Maybe a little bit less resin. And I'll see how that works out. But this block looks pretty cool. I just want that whole thing to look like that. Alright, take two. Alright, so what I did was I packed this full of brass, and I'm going to mix up some resin in this cup and pour the brass in, and hopefully it's enough. hindsight, maybe I should have crushed this up a little bit. Ooh, she's lumpy. That's really thick. You know what? I'm gonna leave this. And it's time to go in the pressure pot ASAP. Okay, so I have the blank here. I don't know if you can see that. The light looks pretty good so far. Now we're gonna see how she looks. Ooh! Now that's cool. That second method really worked well to permeate the brass with some resin. This looks nice and solid, and it's going off to Chris over at Make Everything Shop. I don't know what he's going to make with it, but I'm sure it'll be nice. This is going to polish out really nicely. So, I'm Lewis from Bitter Blade Co., and you just watched me make a resin brick. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.